to go live here.
Okay. All right.
We're we're
It says we're
live.
live, even if our connection's not good. It says we're live, which is way better than the alternative, I
Oh,
think. So that's good.
this is gonna this is gonna be an adventure. It's my for everybody listening. My internet is like gone wacko, like kind of like me. I still play that back when when you said that when we were talking in November on one of the lives. You said you had a lot of good stuff going on. You're a little bit crazy, but it was just the way you said it. You go, you're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Hello, Facebook user with
Right?
3 blue hearts. I can't tell who you are, but hello.
Yes, the three blue hearts. That's my favorite thing, the three blue hearts.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
is
Laurie.
awesome. Yeah. I got, hey, Laurie. I went blue. Laurie from Cape Cod. She's right near me.
Yep. All right. I got
Do
to
you
know
see I
about
got
these.
my convention,
I was about to say, I got to
my
know about
convention
these
glasses?
sunglasses. Those are for convention. Is that thing in DC?
Yeah, for convention. We got swag. We got, what is, and what?
I said, is it
We
convention?
got
That's the thing
swag.
you're doing in DC, right?
Yes. Yes. The National Harbor. It's DC, and it's the Gaylord and National Harbor. The big thing. We're going on the which you're welcome to join us. We're going on the Ferris wheel,
Oh, wow.
which will be awesome. That's right there within walking distance of the hotel.
Yeah.
And Peg's on. Yay, Peg! Peg's going
Okay.
to be one of my roommates. And there's Susan Hamill, who lives right down the street from me. Yay, Susan! Yeah, I don't know
Probably.
if Susan's going. I don't think she's going. But
If we keep moving the direction we're moving, we're going to hit the 100 reviews. So mentally, I'm thinking in terms of being there. I'll probably be there the day before y'all's event starts. So we do the meet and greet that night and spend one night, and then I'll probably fly on back. I've got things going on down here I've got to take care of as well.
yeah,
But
it'll be fun. Everybody wants to meet you, and
well,
everybody that's going, they want a picture with both of us together. So we'll
perfect.
have to have like a Peg sandwich with Peg in the middle, and well, everybody gets to be the sandwich in the middle, and we'll be the side pieces, right?
it,
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
it will be fun to meet everyone. I'm very excited and hopeful that we hit the reviews. And I literally have already made the plane reservation. So let's not make me blow that money for nothing. Let's get those reviews. So.
Yes, that'll be awesome. We're working on it hard. I know Molly's been. Yeah, I'm afraid what Molly was saying to you is be afraid. Yeah,
I am afraid
yeah.
almost every
I
time
don't
we all
know.
interact.
Meeting Molly and Lee is an experience I'm not sure that you're aware of. Because Molly and Lee are both like 6'4".
Oh, wow.
So
That's going to make one
right.
of
So when I stand when we stand in between them, it's like garden gnomes. I go,
you're like
hey,
the letter
how's the
H.
weather up there?
Well,
You're
that's
taller
going to
than me
make
though
one
by a
of
little bit.
my things that we're doing in our thing here in a few minutes. That's going to make one of them a little extra funny now because I didn't know that.
Right. So and Molly does the whole bear hug thing. So be prepared. Although you're into it, so yeah, she
I like
usually hugs.
hugs.
Well, I do now, but she used to hug me until I screamed or I'd be like, no.
I like hugs, especially from tall people. So
Well, now I'll be like hugging. We're hugging.
if she lifts me up and my feet dangle, then it won't be as much fun. But
Well, no, but we're gonna have to listen to Lee because Lee the whole time he's gonna be going, "You ruined my friend. You ruined my friend," because he's not a hugger, and I was always a non-hugger with him, and now I'm in the Hugville, and he's like, "You ruined my friend."
I think I see Debbie Britt putting something in there because it's a Facebook user talking about coming to St. Simon's. That's got to be Debbie. Hi,
Oh,
Penny,
nice.
Debbie, Michaela, Laurie, Peg, everybody. We love you guys. We're glad you're here tonight.
Yay!
I've
Yeah, and
decided. Go ahead.
no, I was just commenting on how awesome and smooth I look. I wish I could post a picture of my bib sandwich on here. Yeah, Susan, we take pictures with as a bib sandwich when the two of them are, go places anyway. It's
Right.
funny. And you know what? I know this is probably callous and mean of me, but my favorite thing with Bib is bib tipping because he's a blind guy, and I try I try to knock him over when I see him. It's bib tipping. Hey, he calls me slacker. We yeah, we like to harass each other, so it's not. But you can't be in on this because he likes to get me to shoot shots with him, and I'm not smart enough to tell him when I have to do something afterward. And a couple times we've been shooting shots, and then I had to go on stage, and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And that didn't end well. Right.
Oh, me.
So
Hi, Susan. Hi, Facebook user. Hi, Penny. Oh, I've been in a silly mood all day, Lisa, and I apologize because I know I'm about to put you through something really difficult, and I apologize ahead of time. And I wish I had sunglasses on too because my light that helps illuminate me is blinding me tonight. But anyway, but for everybody else, what I've decided basically that I wanted to kind of do tonight is I want to do a special segment. As you all know, Lisa truly is a direct sales legend. Every time I introduce her or I write anything about her, I say we co-authored the book with direct sales legend Lisa Wilber. And she likes that. And as such, I thought it would be fun to search the internet for questions people might have about how to become successful in sales and pose those questions to my partner here. But I also decided that I don't want to make things too easy for her. So I decided to add a little bit of a degree of difficulty. And inside this envelope right here, I've got 7 random questions that I selected. And I'm going to ask her the questions and let her give me the answer. But I'm going to make it a little harder than that. I'm going to make her answer the question before she even hears the question. So I want the answer first, and then we'll do that. So let me reach in here first. Hang on. Okay, Lisa, in my hand, I have question number 1. So what is the answer to question number 1?
Ooh, and we're using mental telepathy today. I can hear
Between the two of us right here. There we go.
Hold on. I think wait a minute. I'm
Okay.
getting something. I'm not sure if this makes sense or not, but the answer to question number 1 is the naughty rule.
The answer to question number 1 is the naughty rule, said the lady with the blue hair. All right, hang on here. The question is, if everyone is drinking, streaking, and having too much fun, who rules the kingdom? The naughty rule, said the lady with the blue hair.
Hey, that's pretty good. We should do some streaking at the convention.
Nobody wants to see me streak. I'm just telling you. Okay, let's see. Lisa, in my hands, I have question number 2. What is the answer to question number 2?
Well, let me see. I'm doing telepathy with you. Here we go. Let me think. The answer to question number 2 is screwdriver.
Screwdriver. The answer to question number 2 is screwdriver, said the lady with the blue hair. All right, question number 2 is, what do you do when it's time to pay for your ride, but you've forgotten your purse? Screwdriver, said the lady with the blue hair. Okay, Lisa.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Okay, Lisa. In my hand now.
Did you mean that
What?
literally or metaphorically? Did you?
Metaphorically, I'm sure. All right. Although this is working for you. So anyway, all right, Lisa, in my hands,
Okay.
I have question number 3. What is the answer to question number 3?
Okay, hold on. This one's a little tougher. The answer to question number 3 is, I held auditions and you didn't get a call back.
The answer to number 3 is, I held auditions and you didn't get a call back, said the lady with the
He's
blue
still on and I
hair.
can't see him. One of the two.
All right. And the question is, green room, green room. What do y'all talk about in the green room?
I didn't hear the question. I was frozen.
Oh no, you didn't hear the question?
Do 3 again. I didn't hear.
All right. Hang on, let me open it back up.
No, I number three,
Yeah,
because you went off the screen.
okay. The question for number
Okay,
3, the answer was, I held auditions and you didn't get a call back. And the
didn't get a
question
call
was,
back. Yes.
green room, green room. What do y'all talk about in the green room? We could do a
That's
membership to the
wrong.
green room. We really could. Okay, Lisa, oh great direct sales legend. I have question number 4 in my hand, but what is the answer to question number 4?
This mental telepathy stuff is scaring me a little. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, the answer to question 4 is squirrels, nuts, and a handgun.
Squirrels, nuts, and a handgun? Said the lady with the blue hair. It's got to be right. And the question is, name 2 out of 3 things that Jeff is always packing with his concealed carry permit. Squirrels, nuts, and a handgun, said the lady with the blue hair.
Oh, that is wrong. That is
Okay. Lisa, in my hand, I have question number 5. What is the answer to question number 5?
We're both spinning. Okay. I'm back. Are you back?
Yep. I have question number 5 in my hand. We apologize, everyone. We've got bad internet connections tonight.
And it's my fault. You
But
ready?
I have question number 5 in my hand. What is the answer to question number 5?
Okay, hold on. The answer to question number 5, it's coming through. Hold on. Hot, hotter, and lukewarm.
The answer to number 5 is hot, hotter, and lukewarm. Okay. The question is, Lisa, how would you describe Jeff, Garth Brooks, and your cousin Luke? What? That's kind of odd. That just doesn't seem right. That seems a little bit wrong to me. I'm just saying. Okay, but you're the one answering the questions, not me. So, Lisa, in my hands, I now have question number 6. Tell me what the answer to question number 6 is.
Oh, okay. I'm reading your mind here. Okay, hold on. The answer to question number 6 is Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. The answer to question number 6, said the lady with the blue hair, is Garth Brooks. The question is, what is Lisa's favorite stream to go skinny dipping in? Garth Brooks? What? Said the lady with the blue hair.
I'd like if he was a dish on the buffet. Oh, did I say it out loud?
Green room, green room. All right, Lisa, I hold in my hand the last question. Question number 7. Lisa, what is the answer to question number 7?
Okay, hold on a second. The answer to question number 7 is 100 Amazon reviews.
100 Amazon reviews is the answer, said the lady with the blue hair. The question is, what would Jeff like to see on his dating profile on a site for tall, strong, muscular, dominating, sexy women? 100 Amazon reviews, said the lady with the blue hair.
Very good. That's
And that's probably way too much for the crowd. But anyway, I've been feeling silly all day.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but see, early on when you told me about Molly being tall, I'm thinking, "Ooh, this one's going to hit home now."
Amazon.
Well,
Well,
I got 100 Amazon reviews.
now you know why I don't try to make her mad, because she could shorten me even further than I'm short already, and I prefer to keep whatever height that I have. So,
Does she ever pick you up and bump you on the head?
I think that's how I got from 5'7" to 5'5", though. Yeah, because I was 5'7" at one point, but not today.
I was 5'9.5", but as I've gotten older, I've started losing some of the height. The last time I had a doctor's appointment, I was 2 inches shorter.
Wow.
Yeah, and I said, "Is this something I need to worry about?" And she said, "Not at all. This is just part of aging." And apparently, what happens is those discs but in our spine, whatever's between them starts shrinking a little bit or whatever. But I don't know. I keep drinking whiskey and thinking I'm taller than I really am anyway. So
I got a feeling you're a lot politer than me, because every time my doctor says, "Don't worry, it's part of aging," I yell, "Shut your mouth."
I'll bet you put a colorful
Oh
word in
yeah.
between your and mouth too. So
I don't know. Last time I was at the doctor, I was explaining the buffet situation, and she was thinking that was hilarious. So
thank you for all your comments about our little skit for you tonight, everybody. Thank you so much,
yeah.
Maureen, Laurie, everybody.
So now the teaching part, I know what I wanted to talk about,
Okay,
and it's something you do too.
okay.
Now, if you listen to Jim Rowan's The Art of Exceptional Living,
It's been a long time, but I know I've heard it.
oh, I wore 3 sets of that out. It's one of my favorite sets. But anyway, I like Jim Rohn anyway, and I saw him in person. I was lucky enough to see him in person, so I was fascinated by his whole thing. But early on, one of the stories he tells is about him and his wife going in the convertible and going getting an ice cream, and the guy, making a big thing of it.
Mhm.
So since I heard the story till now, I try to make sure everybody I interact with don't get a smile on your face, or you're going to be in so much trouble. I try to make sure that I'm an experience.
That they enjoy.
So, right, and well, right, I knew you were
Where's
going.
Jenny
Oh
Bellinger? I
my
need you, Jenny. I need you, Jenny.
God, you're all red. The red O-meter, yeah, okay, the blusher meter. But put this in a different way though. So like when the kid was younger, the kid and the birth sister had a crush on this kid that was
Mhm,
we're going to see a concert.
mhm,
So I was thinking about what Jim Rowan had did, and I didn't just bring him and drop him off at the door, right?
mhm.
I got we got a limo, and we went down there and made a big production out of it, and we stayed down there and we had a big thing about it. And I try to do that if we go to Disney or something. We
Okay.
get a nicer room, or we have some special breakfast, or we did, because I want them to remember it. And even when they were too young, I just made sure I took zillion pictures, because now the kid doesn't remember, but he thinks he does, because
Mhm.
there's so many pictures. Because when he telling me, I remember that, he'll describe a picture to me.
Right.
So to me, it didn't matter that they were too young. What mattered was it needs to be an experience. Now, I know this works for work too, especially if you're team building and for customers, because there's a lot of competition out here. I mean, with Avon, there's a bunch of other Avon ladies they can buy from anybody, and plus now they could just run down to Rite Aid if they want a face cream. It's not, our stuff's good, but it needs to be an experience if I expect them to keep buying from me.
Right.
And I know you are on board with this, because you've told me about some of the trips that you had for incentives and how you made it extra special for your team members because you were a manager in sales. So, why I want to talk about that is because I don't think everybody realizes you need to have in your work and private life, in my opinion, um, anybody dealing with you, you need to be memorable in that way. You need to be an experience,
Right.
because you'll be memorable. People want to work with you, people want to be with you, and that's how you succeed in business. It's not just, you know what I mean? So tell me what your thoughts on that are.
Well, I think obviously, I think you're spot on with that because, in the branding, when I'm doing sales leadership coaching or doing workshops for sales teams, I use the branding fusion points, engage the science of persistence. Because what happens in our brain neurologically with every decision we make, our emotions and our logic combine. Two parts of the brain talk, they communicate, and then it goes forward. And if it's a positive emotional experience, combined with that logic, it makes it very comfortable, very easy for us to move forward with it. We like the experience, we like whatever the logic part is too, but we like the combination, so it makes it easy for us to move forward. That applies both in dealing with customers or potential customers, it also applies in dealing with your team and with people in your personal life, like you say, because if you can stack a lot of positive emotional experiences with the logic of whatever you're trying to do, whether it's raise your kid or whatever, if you can do that, it makes people naturally feel comfortable to take that next step. And it's easy to influence decisions that way. And I don't mean influence in a bad way. Manipulation is when you're influencing someone that's really only benefiting you. I'm talking about influence in a way like what Bob says, which creates mutually beneficial win-win scenarios. That type of influence. Excuse me. And what I used to do all the time, every year, when I would get my bonus from Aflac, I would take 10%, actually 20% of that bonus, and I would spend it on my team and my regional sales coordinators and their spouses, and I would take them on trips. And we did the Virgin Islands for a week. We did all kinds of fun things. I got a tickle in my throat I can't get rid of. Excuse me. But we did that, and it created such a bond with my team. It was incredible. And then when we would have our big meetings, we might have 400 or 500 people in the kickoff in January, and then that would be my meeting that I would hold. During the course of either the before the meeting part, when everybody was out in the lobby at the open bars or whatever, or during the meeting or after the meeting, I did everything in my power to go in and literally see every single person, say hello to them, shake hands, pat them on the back, give hugs when appropriate. And so I wanted them to know that I cared who they were, because I really did. And I was communicating that. It wasn't artificial by any stretch. But those combinations like that in whatever we're doing work really well. Even in prospecting, if someone's prospecting for new customers and they have a process to do that, if they will do things in that process that combine some sort of positive touch, and in the insurance industry, I recommend doing it even before you request that first appointment. But it can be done in any combination. But if you put out 3 little positive touches, it might be a send out card, which you are just the most amazing thing at that I've ever seen. It could be as simple as sending them an article of something they like. It could be you found something online about them that was a recognition, and you say, hey, I saw this. This was pretty cool. And you send that to them. Each time that you do that, I always recommend sending that out to them, getting that in their hands, and say, hey, I want to meet you eventually. Please expect my call. And just something of that nature. And then when if you've done that about 3 times and they liked what they got, when you call them, they say yes to your appointment significantly more times than they would if they didn't know you. It's especially for our audience. It's in a proactive prospecting sales. It's huge to the difference you'll get on the other hand. So,
no, I'm glad you said something about send out cards, because that was what I was going to bring up. Is I'm always looking for ways. Once I heard that from Jim Rohn, I'm always looking for ways to make it easier for me to be an experience. Now it sounds like I'm trying to be a ride at the theme park, but but you're not going to even touch that one. but I want people to interact with me. Thank you. That interact with me to have such a positive experience. You said early on, because you got a bunch of cards from me, you felt that we were closer friends already.
absolutely.
We even had to deal with each other that much. But see, that's why I like the send out card system, is that helps me do that.
Yeah.
And I use that with my customer team members too. But it's one tool in the toolbox. I think I have to think of things. I constantly think, how can I make this a better experience for the customer? So even little things like I put Tootsie Roll midgets, I tape them to my receipts that I give my customers. And it seems like a stupid thing, but you get known for that. And I've had some tell me, my other Avon lady wouldn't even let me have my book to keep or something like that. And you give me a midget, which cost me a penny. You know what I mean? So the little touches, but I think how I deal with it is I try to put myself in the other person's shoes and think, how can I make this memorable? How can I make this special?
Well, I think part of what you said is also part of why we ended up collaborating. And I never really thought about it until then, because you and I had interacted on the Go Giver Success Alliance calls, which, by the way, everyone, I recommend you join that group. But we had interacted with that. And then I think the first time you sent me something was after I was on your YouTube show. and you sent me the cards and the brownies or whatever you sent, and you just kept sending things like that. So it was just more and more of those positive emotional connections combined with the logic or whatever we were doing at the time. So when I did decide to change my business model and reach out to some people about co-authoring, uh, you were the natural fit. I didn't even think about it. I knew that you had a huge following and all that, but I didn't even think about the process. But as I'm sitting here right now thinking about my own messaging that I use, that's exactly what happened. I had so many positive responses when I'm thinking about you and our interactions that it was just a natural flow. It was easy. I didn't even have to think about it. And so it's just another example of why that's so strong. By the way, a little side note, if I could have thought of anything funny to make out of the phrase send out cards, that would have been one of the questions today. I couldn't think of anything for send out cards.
Well, and you had that reaction, and I want to make sure everybody knows I still send you cards all the time.
You do I get at least one or two a week from Lisa every single week. I don't always. Sometimes I'll take pictures of them and send them to her and all that and say thank you. But Lord, she does this constantly, so it's not a fake thing. She does what she preaches all the time. It's amazing. So,
And
but you are the direct sales legend, Lisa Wilber. So,
well, the thing I wanted to add here is it's not, to me, it's not, I don't have like an agenda on my part. I truly see something that I want to send.
right.
Well, good, awesome. I'm on live with Mr. West. Sorry, as a kid. But the other thing is, I try to, like in your case, I don't, and I'll give some other examples. But when you were in my sphere of life here. We did a project together. I don't ever want you to question whether it was a good idea to ask me. And but I feel that same way about, like, matter of fact, the person I got one of my cats from. I send her pictures of the cat that I got from her on a regular basis because I always want her to feel good that she trusted me with the cat.
Right.
So it to me is just a good way to live your life, and it also works in your business though, because now if someone asks you if you know someone that sells Avon, I'm assuming you're going to tell them it's me, right?
Exactly.
But so will she. So will the
Right.
cat from. And I think it's just a good way to build relationships around you.
Yep. I
Um,
think even one of my daughters and maybe even my first wife are your customers now because of that. I think.
yeah, that's true. Right. And I try to, like, I said this to you lately when Lindsay, one of your daughters, posts a cute picture of Noah. Her
Yeah.
I one day I was sending you a card and I thought to myself, you know what? If the grandpa would like the card, probably the grandma would like the card. So I sent one to April, and
Good.
I thought, well, I bet the mom would like one too. So then now when I see one, I just send it all the way up the line.
We got the West family tree that just automatically goes. Actually, my first wife's last name is Rowe now. She is married to such a great guy. I like her husband a lot. We all went to school together. He's a couple of years older than me, and
You know, credit to you guys though that you all can get along.
yeah,
That's
we get along so well. He refers to me as his husband-in-law.
that is so grown up of you. So proud of grown up in this.
It's not like being polyamorous or anything. It's just a husband-in-law thing. So.
Go there.
Green room, green room, green
Green
room.
room.
But it's a good thing. It's the way life should be. Look, I know we're getting close to the. Go ahead.
Oh, well, and let's not, it's not about send out cards necessarily. It's about an experience. So
It is.
I want to add that. So what we're saying tonight is try to look at everything you're doing and see if you could make the experience better for the other person you're dealing with, whether that's personal or customer or team member or whatever it is, or corporate. Make it a good experience to deal with you, and you'll get more of the good stuff.
Right.
You'll get more people to work with you, more people to buy from you. You'll get other opportunities. I seem like I'm hard to work with, but I don't think I'm too bad.
You pain in the rear. And I'm kidding. You're not at all. One of my very best district teams underneath me of my Aflac years at group openers, opening new accounts. She and her team this was before I ever talked about anything like this. And as I studied how people make these decisions, I kind of it brought that back to mind. But she and her team, they had a practice where they would go out, and I don't remember if it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, whatever. They would go out and make that many contacts, dropping off a gift for the person they wanted to meet with, and they almost never got told no. And it was really incredible. They would open up 2 and 3 times as many groups as other people would because of that process. I don't know where she got it. I think she learned it from somebody, but
Well, and I think you have to, let's add this on here. In send out cards, they teach us this too, but I knew this before Jim Rowan thing. But you have to release yourself from the expectation of what you're going to get out of it.
right,
You have to
absolutely.
just do it because you want to do it.
Yeah,
Like I'm building the relationships, I'm sending the cards, I'm thinking, or I'm doing whatever else I'm doing. It's not just the cards. I do a lot of
right,
different. And then I don't think to myself, well, I'm not going to send them anymore because I'm not getting anything out of it, or they're not going to do business with me. I don't even, matter of fact, I had an example yesterday. It was funny. Somebody I met in a networking group.
hmm
She was asking me questions about myself and everything on a Zoom call where we did a get to know you call.
hmm
As soon as she realized I was already doing business with what she was trying to recruit me for, she was done with the conversation. And it's too bad because she doesn't understand that I have a huge network of people.
right.
I could have probably helped her more than she's thinking. Just because I wasn't going to do business with her. She didn't realize. And I kind of felt bad for her because she's doing that to all kinds of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
But it
you
could,
you could see her shut down
yeah.
as soon as she realized I wasn't going to personally do business with her.
In my first book, The Unexpected Tour Guide, I wrote a chapter that kind of tried to illustrate that same point. And the name of the chapter was "It's Not About You, Jim." So those of
Let-
you, if you haven't read The Unexpected Tour Guide, grab it because then you'll understand that, or do the Audible or whatever. Uh, but
Everybody thinks the Audible, well, because you got a sexy voice there. Oh, red, red, red,
are
red, red.
any of them on Amazon? I'm kidding, but Molly posted a great review on Amazon, and I try to make sure that I get pictures and I post it because I really do want to thank people. We appreciate that so much when you guys do that. One quick thing, I know we're running over, but one quick thing. If you've not gotten on my email distribution list, please do. I put something in the group chat today about jeffcwest.com/blue hair. Lisa and I put together a 7-video series about the rules. And our intent was making that a bonus for people who have bought the book and all that. But you guys can go get that. You're part of our support system here. Feel free to go to that and get it. If you've already done it that way, then that's fine. And anybody who wants to now, one of the things, Lisa, I'm promoting is I'm saying if you'd like to get the first 3 chapters of Said the Lady with the Blue Hair for free, and it's in a PDF format, then I'll send them there because what we want to do is we want to be able to get everybody as much as we can on the email distribution list. So if Lisa wants to send something out or I want to send something out, we can pump that out through the system. So please do that. Please continue to do the Amazon reviews. We need to get to 100 so that Jeffrey doesn't eat a plane ticket or come out. I want to see you guys anyway. So it's really likely that I'm going to get up there, but I want you to hit the 100 Amazon reviews. Look,
Yeah.
I'm a sales manager that's always led by giving incentives. So
Yeah, we want to see you there so I can embarrass you in person. Oh, look. You are so in trouble, man.
oh, is Scola going to be there?
Yes, go there too.
By the way, if any of you, if you're not part of Avon, you follow us for whatever other reasons, or you're part of my followers or whatever. Lisa, tell them where this event's going to be, and assuming
Oh,
everything goes the way we want it to, I'll be up there, and Lisa and I'll both be there to sign books, do meet and greets, whatever. But tell them
yeah.
about that, Lisa.
You do have to bring your book with you because we can't sell on the spot. It's going to be at the Gaylord Resort in National Harbor, which is, they consider that DC area there, but it's the Gaylord Resort. That's where the Avon Convention is this year. It's August 10th is the meet and greet, and that is the night before the actual convention starts. They're telling us that we have some space from Avon, but Molly's waiting on the exact location before she puts out the announcement.
Okay.
That's what we're doing, but it's going to be fun. For most of you know, we've done meet and greets in the past many, many times, and this is going to be like that. So you want to get there and you want to spend some time there because we get the big group shot and everything. We always do.
I'm very frightened.
And you should be. You
We
have
get Jenny
no,
Bellinger there.
you have no idea what you're in
I'm, uh, Lisa had sent me something about it, and I sent something back saying, "I ain't scared. I am scared."
for. So
All right, guys, we love you. We so appreciate you. Somebody, hey, Laurie just wrote a long message here. Let's see. Today, going to the
today,
grocery store, had some soda bottles to return. Homeless man was sitting in the display swing in front of the store, eating a meal given by the store, I assume. I said hello. Would he like my empties? He was shocked. Said to me, yes, I would like to, let's say, give them to you. He was thrilled, so pleasant, and so very thankful. Told me have a wonderful rest of my day. See, Laurie, that's a good way to be. That
that,
is, I have a heart for the homeless, and I won't go into much more detail than that, but that's one of the reasons in the unexpected tour guide of my two main characters, one of them is a homeless man. And sometime when we're not live like this, I may share that story, assuming that we do DC right. So
and Peg's going to be in DC with me too, right? You're in so much trouble you don't even know.
all right, guys, we'll see y'all next Thursday.
You, talk to you later. Oh